Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different destiny numbers. The number which we are going to discuss today is the destiny number 5, and we will have our discussion on the same parameters which we have been following throughout in this series. First, we will try to understand the importance, significance of the destiny number, why you should study the destiny number. Then we will try to understand the correct mechanism of calculating the destiny number, the do's and don'ts which you guys need to follow. And in the last, we will have an exclusive discussion on the destiny number 5. So the very first thing with which I always begin my discussion is that why you should study the destiny number. So as you people know that destiny number is taken out or calculated from your complete name number. Now this number is very important because this number tells about your personal, your physical, your mental constitution, the orientation of your goal towards the life. It also tells about the kind of opportunities, the environment you are going to get. This number tells about how you are destined to express yourself in this lifetime. The life path number which you get by making a sum total of your complete birth details, which is fixed, which cannot be changed, tells about the biggest lesson which you need to learn in this lifetime, where you have to reach at the end, and what are you born with, your innate talents. But this destiny number or the expression number just tells about the kind of tools you have in the hand, the talents which you have in the hand in order to fulfill your this lesson in this lifetime. So all of that we have already discussed in the previous videos when it comes to how to calculate the destiny number or the expression number. So that is very simple. As you can see this reference chart in your screen, that today the example which we are going to discuss is of none other than the Barack Obama. So first we will take his case. So he, his full name is Barack Hussein Obama II. Now, like the way many numerologists say that you should be completely relying on the birth certificate name only. Now in this case, the person is identified, recognized. Majority of the people in the whole world will be knowing about this legendary, this luminary, this inspirational person by the name of Barack Obama only. So that doesn't make any sense of calculating and taking into consideration the middle name as well. Though just for the reference case, I am going to present both the perspective in front of you people. So when it comes to calculating the destiny number, so that's very simple. The approach which I am going to follow here in this discussion is of following the Pythagorean system. So in the very first step, you have to put the numerical value using Pythagorean table for each letter of the name just below the letters of each part of the name. So now what is going to happen is that for for the first name Barack, you will write the corresponding letters, numerical value, and even for the last name Obama, you will write the numerical value for all the letters. In this step 2, what you have to do is that you have to reduce the you have to add the numerical values of each part of the name separately and reduce it to a single digit. In this way, you will get one single digit number for each part of the name. So reducing the Barack and making a sum total of all the numerical values will get the answer as the 18, and by reducing and adding the numerical value of the surname Obama, we will get the answer as the 14. Now 18 can be reduced to a single digit as 9, and last name Obama can be reduced to a single digit as the 5. So in the step 2, we have reduced the first name and the surname to a single digits, and in the step 3, we have to add these two digits. So adding 9 plus 5 is going to give us the answer as the 14. Now by making a sum of 1 plus 4, you are going to get your answer in the form of the destiny number as the 5. So by making a sum total of the Barack Obama, because like the way I always say, the first name tells about the personal side of your nature. The surname can also be looked at from the perspective that it tells about the hereditary or the inherited qualities. Middle name just tells about the the reserve force which can be activated at the time of the need. Now if we have to take into consideration, let's say for example, had we included the middle name as well, the Hussein. So in this case, we have to again follow the same norm. We have to put the numerical value for the Hussein as well, which is going to give the answer as the 32, reducing it to a 5. Making a sum total in the final step, you will get the answer as the 9 plus 5 plus 5, which is going to give you the answer as 19. Reducing it to a single digit, you will get the answer as the 1. So right now our objective is just to understand how to calculate the destiny number. The second example for today is of the Usain Bolt. Now this person who was born and who has a full name as Usain Saint Leo Bolt, and he has been recognized, identified in the whole world with the name of the Usain Bolt only. How we can calculate the destiny number? That's very simple. In this step 1, we will put the numerical value of all the letters. In the step 2, we will reduce separately both the names to a single digit. So by adding all the numerical value of the name Usain, we'll get the answer as the 19, which can be reduced to a 1. And by summing all the numerical values of the surname Bolt, we'll get the answer as the 13, which can be reduced to a single digit as 4. By making a sum total 1 plus 4, we'll get the destiny number as 5. Now, one way to look at it is that, just because 5 is a number which is governed by the Mercury, which is about quickness, and we know this person is a athlete, and we all know about this person's speed. So this can be looked at from that perspective as well. But the do's and don'ts which follows while calculating someone's destiny number is that, first of all, you people cannot take into consideration any Mr., Master, the second, third, even the short forms. Now comes the question of understanding exclusively the destiny number 5. Like the way I have already made a separate video on the vibrations of the number 5. So the positive side of this number is about the adaptability, resourcefulness, energy, enthusiasm, adventure, travel, love for change, love for freedom. On its negative aspect, the negative side of the number 5 could be looked at that this number just makes someone very inconsistent, very fickle, procrastinating, just because in the positive aspect, number 5 is also being associated with the sensuality as well. In its negative aspect, it could just make someone very, very indulgent, very pervert. So these all remain to be the positive and the negative side of the vibration of the number 5. This number is a boon for all those people, let's say for example, who are in sales, who are in the communication business, who are writer, who are poet, who are journalist, who are politician. So this number could be a boon for all these people. Just because we are talking about a number which can be molded, because it's not your life path number which cannot be changed. By making certain amendments in your name, this vibration of this number can certainly be increased, and this would remain to be a blessing if you are in any of the communication business. Now comes the question of understanding this number's influence, if this number will be as your destiny number. So just because, like the way I always say, destiny number can be seen as from the perspective that the kind of opportunities you are going to get in this lifetime, the kind of environment you will get in this lifetime. So that might be a case that you will be put in all those kind of circumstances where you will be the center of attention, where you have to communicate with people, you have to make people very mold the terms with each other. So it's like becoming a bridging the gap between different people, because it's just because you're this youthfulness, you're this good conversational abilities, your good sense of humor just makes you get along well with everyone. So even in all those kind of situation where there will be a need of some arbitrator, so that role you can also do and perform with full of perfection. Now we have to always correlate the destiny number with the life path number. So no matter what is your life path number is, if the destiny number is number 5, let's say for example, so that means your environment, the opportunities, your talents, your tools would remain to be surrounding the vibration of the number 5 only. This is something which you have to abide by the policy, the philosophies of the number 5 in order to fulfill your life's mission. So even let's say for example, if your life's mission is that you have a life path number as 8, which is about the rigidity, which is about the discipline. So you have to just make sure that your this changeability, your this too much of the fickleness is not causing a hole in your pocket, is not making you go very extravagant, is not making you filled with all kind of expenditure nature, because ultimately the life path number is what your mission is in this lifetime. Number 8 is all about valuing the money. So this is something which you need to learn. Second thing is that, let's say for example, if your life path number is a number 1, so now this could be a very good combination, because number 1, which is being governed by the sun, even from the astrological perspective, sun and Mercury just makes a very auspicious yoga known as the Bodhaditya yoga. So this could be looked at from this perspective that you are born to rise to the position of the executive ability, you are born to lead, you are born to become very individual and become a leader. And this conversationalist, this adaptability, this versatility of the number 5 is going to make you help in order to reach and fulfill your this biggest lesson in this lifetime. So this is how we need to make a blend, this is how we need to make a sync of the destiny number with the life path number. Right now I'm not taking up the relationship perspective, because even if you look at it from the perspective of the astrology, so Mercury, governing planet of the number 5, doesn't get along well with the moon, with the Ketu, with the Rahu, so which the numbers are number 2, number 4, number 7. So right now we are not concerned about all of that. All what we guys need to understand in this video exclusively on the destiny number is that understanding the kind of opportunities, the kind of talents which you possess, and the path of success, path of fulfilling your ultimate mission, and your this biggest lesson in this lifetime, what kind of surrounding environment and then opportunities you are going to find over there. So this is all what I wanted to say as my take on the destiny number 5. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on numerology, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.